Assetto Corsa Evo is going through a rough patch as of the last 2 weeks with its announcement related to the career mode, and as a result, changing everyone's opinion on the game. Kunos needed a response, so here comes update 0.5. The update adds 2 new tracks and 7 new cars, including every Initial D fanboy's favourite, the Toyota A86, and don't forget the TikTok kids' favourite car, the 911 GT3 RS. So in today's video, I will be going through my thoughts on this update and what the future holds for Assetto Corsa Evo. The journey of Assetto Corsa Evo has taken a dramatic and unexpected turn. Following a series of official updates from Kunos and 505 Games, the project has undergone yet another fundamental shift in its development philosophy. What was originally marketed as an RPG for petrolheads, complete with a deep economy-driven career mode, has officially been pivoted towards a more streamlined skill-based experience. There is more information on this decision in last week's video. I'll leave the card up on the top right corner. While they claim that this gives the developers more freedom to polish the core simulation, many fans felt that it was left a massive hole in the game's identity. The car ownership fantasy that drew comparisons to Gran Turismo has effectively been replaced by a much more clinical focus on track mastery and leaderboards, leaving many players, including myself, extremely disappointed by the decision. On the technical edge, the simulation itself continues to show immense promise. The updates to the physics engine and tyre model represent a sophisticated leap forward, offering a level of nuance that rewards precise input. The mechanical detail in a new roster is particularly impressive. Take the Toyota A86 for instance. The inclusion of the 4AGE blacktop engine swap is here, which was the engine swap that Takumi did to his A86 Initial D, and not to mention the real-life phenomenon, the 3.5 gearbox transmission option. This shows a level of passionate enthusiast level depth that only a few other simulations can match. These details suggest that the soul of the game still lives with the machinery itself, even if the structure surrounding it is changing constantly. However, the experience across the garage isn't perfectly consistent. While many new cars feel exceptional, some, like the BMW M2, have been described as feeling a bit boaty and unpredictable. While it took me some time to get really acquainted with this car, it definitely has a different learning curve compared to the other road cars. Now, bearing in mind this could just be a skill issue related to the new tyre model or my basic driving styles. I'm a casual driver, so I don't usually compete or take sim racing very seriously. I'm just here to have a good time. Optimization has seen a commendable improvement since the early access builds. The stuttering issues on heavy CPU loads that plagued early testers have been somewhat ironed out, resulting in a much smoother experience for those with mid to high-end rigs. That being said, there is still significant room for improvement. The game remains demanding, and their user interface still feels like a work in progress, occasionally lacking the snappy responsiveness expected from a modern title. While the act of driving Assetto Corsa Evo feels undeniably good, the overarching experience still feels extremely aimless. For many, the career mode wasn't a side feature, it was their primary hook. That has provided a sense of purpose and progression. Without that structure, the game's direction feels scattered, and it's increasingly difficult to see exactly where the developers are heading with Assetto Corsa Evo. I do think that this game is lacking direction. It's just, you don't know what's happening next. They're probably on their second or even their third roadmap at this point, so I've basically just ignored it for now. Although the new features are promising, there is definitely a very good baseline here. I just need more. Again, it's just the structuring. Assetto Corsa 1's harshest criticism for me is that there's no structure to the game. It is, like what AC Evo has turned into, a hot lap simulator with mods. Although Evo doesn't have the mods just yet. And what has been the most worrying aspect for the long-term fans is its comparison to Assetto Corsa 1. Despite being over 10 years old, AC1 remains a titan of the genre due to its massive modding scene and clear identity, as I've just previously mentioned. Currently, Evo feels like a technically superior engine, but it's still searching for that reason to exist. If Kunos can find a way to replace the career mode with something equally compelling, this game is at a real risk that the newer title will remain less appealing than the legend it was meant to replace. I don't think any of us ever expected Assetto Corsa 1 to still be the absolute juggernaut that it is today, and it appears neither did Kunos. So what do you think? Are you still bitter about the career mode decision? And what do you think of update 0.5? If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can get reminded about future uploads. And finally, thank you all so much for watching, hope to see you all very soon.